So let me just say this. I have had the pleasure of interviewing this young man prior to tonight, but I'm glad he decided to join me back here on the sports arena. This is a quarterback, Mr. Justin Arth. Justin, I appreciate your time, my man. Thank you so much.
Always love being here chatting with you.
So, just for those who this might be their first time, let them know who you are, sir.
Well, my name's Justin Arth. I'm a quarterback out of Texas Wesleyan University. Just graduated with my grad degree in master's in business administration. So looking to make that next step of playing football as professionally as I can.
So, all right, we talked already, and we got all the interesting stuff out the way.
Yep.
You know, tomorrow is such a key, crucial day for you because, as I said to you gentlemen out there, you definitely got to be in the moment. And talk to me, being a quarterback, you have to be a leader.
Exactly.
You get all the praise, but you also take all the criticism. And I'm just curious, Justin, as you embark on this journey, what are some of the key aspects of yourself that the people might want to see if they were like, okay, who is this kid? Why is he such a natural when it comes to not only leadership, but also his athletic ability?
Yeah. I mean, I think everything starts with relationships, right? So, especially with me as a quarterback, leadership starts with your relationships. So, especially here, flew in from Atlanta today, sitting down with everybody and being able to sit down and truly build relationships with these guys, learn their names, where they're from, their stories, and then that would allow you to then go take that next step to say, okay, once I get back to the room after this, I'm going to go stretch out, watch some film, make sure I'm ready and prepared to go for tomorrow. And so moving forward, it's all about being able to run as fast as I can, throw as hard as far as I possibly can, and make those plays and do what I know I can do.
And that's the thing. And a lot of times these athletes they get inside their own head, and we all do. When it's something we love, something we're passionate about, sometimes we can be overcritical.
Yep.
Instead of just simply understanding that everything that we did prior that has gotten us to this point, we can't change that. We can't deviate that. So, I'm excited to see what you do tomorrow. I am going to ask you a couple questions though. So, honestly, are you bench pressing tomorrow?
I'm not.
You're not. Okay, so we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
What is your expectation for a broad jump tomorrow?
For a broad jump, I'm going to say a good 90 inches.
Okay. All right. Interesting. That's about 7'6"
Yeah,
for y'all paying attention. Vertical. What is your vertical?
Well, last time I jumped, I was around the 32 range, so I'm hoping to push it up to about a 34.
Wow. Okay. Now, have you ever experienced something like Trazer? I know it was discussed tonight as far as what Trazer does, but are you familiar with it? Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, so as we've talked previously, I'm a planner.
Okay.
And so obviously when I found out the Trazer test, I'd never heard of it. And so I was like, all right, hey, let's go on Google, look it up and see what we got, and watched a couple videos. And so kind of to prepare myself to kind of do that mental preparation like we talked about previously. So being able to go in, be coachable, and listen to what the coaches say, but also know how to do the drill before it even starts. And it's something that I would love to obviously be able to get work in every single day doing. But it's, as we've learned earlier today, like it's not available everywhere.
No.
And so, but to kind of go in and try to be ahead of the other guys out here to make a name for myself and say, hey, I know how this drill is going to be. I at least have the exposure to it. Now let's listen to what the coaches have to say, and then how can I truly react and move and be agile to get the best time.
I'm excited to see this young man. Y'all have no idea. He brings such an energy that when he walks in the room, you're going to recognize him. Quarterback Justin Arth. I had the pleasure of now interviewing him twice. Brother, I'm excited to see your journey tomorrow. I'm looking forward to watching you, as everybody tuning in right now can watch you tomorrow. We're going to be on YouTube with the National Scouting Combine. We're going to be on Twitch TV at NSN Combine. We're also going to be on Twitter tomorrow at NSN Combine. So you're going to have every opportunity to watch these athletes go through the exclusive testing that is given to them at the National Scouting Combine. Justin, much love, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you out there tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Hey, love to be on the show. Would love to be on as many more times as you'd want me to.
Hey, doors always open, man. We'll talk after the combine and definitely be back on just to get your thoughts and everything and just see where your journey's taking you.
Oh, that sounds good.
All right, my man. Appreciate you. I'm going to let another brother get in here in a minute. I'm going to let Justin get out of here, get himself stretched and ready to go for tomorrow. But yes, your man Eric Wilson, it is day 3 at the National Scouting Combine. I got quarterbacks, I got wide receivers, and I got tight ends. Let me get another young man here to join me, put him in the hot seat here for a minute and kind of talk to him. Good evening, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Do me a favor, please, if you would. Just remind the people who you are. Introduce yourself.
I'm Javon Shaw, wide receiver from Ferris State University, class of 2019.
Okay. So, Javon, one of the things that I like to ask the gentlemen when I talk to them here at the National Scouting Combine is, where did your love of the game come from?
It started as a little boy.
Okay.
It's like playing with my dad. My dad was my first coach. He played the game. He played at Western Michigan for 4 years in college.
So let me ask you a question. When your father is your coach, typically what we've seen in the past is dads do not treat their sons any differently than the rest of the team. If anything, they put more pressure on them because they're their son. Did your dad do that to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So starting out as a little boy, I didn't start right away.
Right.
My own father was a coach. I didn't start. Like I wasn't. When my time came, he said, "When your time comes, it's gonna be your time, and that's when you shine." But other than that, I don't show you no favoritism. I treat you like everybody else out here.
So you're a wide receiver.
Yep.
Okay. You got to tell me why, because typically I think I know the reason and I know the answer. Y'all want to be in the limelight. Y'all want to be on that top 10 Sports Center, NFL, Fox, whatever, highlight reel of being the guy to go up and make that catch or being the guy to make the game-winning play. So what else is it about that position that you love so much?
Well, when I was in high school, I played quarterback.
Okay.
And I was recruited out of high school as a quarterback. But I'm being 5'8", playing at the NCAA level. There's no option to play quarterback. So
why not?
Too short. You can't see
no.
nothing.
Hold on. You got Russell Wilson, who's what? 5'9", and he
ain't 5. He's 5'11".
5'11". Okay.
5'11". He make it work though. So my thing was, it was in the system we ran wasn't for me. So they split me out wide. I played the slot. Okay, that was easier for me. I got a lot of bubbles, a lot of the quick passes, and in the slot I was a vertical threat as well. So I don't know. Like when you got the rock in your hand, you know what I mean? It's no greater feeling than that. And then once you do something with it and you score a touchdown, I mean, who won't want it again?
I mean, I understand. But I look at some of these wide receivers on all levels, from college to the professional level, whether it be AFL, CFL, XFL, NFL, it don't matter. And I'm just like, oh, y'all just have there's a certain ego about y'all that it's like confidence but borderline arrogance. And I'm just like, there's that fine middle, man. It's like either you love them or you hate them. You thankful they on your team, but damn it, you don't want to go play against them, especially if your corners ain't up to snuff.
True.
So the question that I'm asking everybody, sir, is simply this. I understand you are here because you want your shot and opportunity at the next level. I get that. And I do not want the politically correct answer. Let me make that very clear to you. If you could pick your NFL team to go to, after doing what you do tomorrow at the National Scouting Combine, and you add that to your highlight reel, and you send it out to all 32 NFL teams, which team is the team that you want calling you back first?
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, sir.
Why?
It was my favorite team growing up. My little league team was the Southfield Ravens, so I always bleed that purple and black. So that's motive right there. And then who wouldn't want to play with Lamar Jackson?
This is true. I mean, there are some other quarterbacks out there that I would go play with, but El Freaky will definitely get you the ball.
Come on now.
Okay.
I'd rather play with him than play against him.
There you go. My man, that's what I'm talking about. Do me a favor, please. Remind the people who you are, sir.
Javon Shaw, Ferris State, wide receiver, class of 2019.
My brother, I'm excited to see what you do tomorrow out there. Best of luck to you. Stay blessed, man. That's what happens at the National Scouting Combine. Jimmy and his crew opened the door for so many young men to be in here, give them the opportunity to just simply go out there, showcase their talent, and at this exclusive testing event for the aspiring pro athletes, that is what they do. They give them that opportunity. Let me get another young man in here so I can talk to him really quick. Your man Eric Wilson for the Sports Arena live, National Scouting Combine, day number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Day 3, we've got, like I said, the quarterbacks, tight ends, and the wide receivers. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good.
Do me a favor, please. Introduce yourself to the people.
My name's Javon Newworlds. I'm from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, and I went to Millerville University.
Millersville.
Yes.
Wow. You know what? Seriously, I'm actually from that area. I was born outside of Philadelphia. Almost went to Millersville after high school. So
okay.
That's what's up. I love that. So wide receiver?
Yes.
Okay. How tall are you?
I measured, I think, like 6'1" here, but I think I'm like 6'3" size.
All right.
We'll see.
Listen, I go by the tail of the tape. Tail of the tape says you 6'1"?
Yep.
You 6'1".
6'1".
So talk to me about your love of the game.
I started playing football when I was 7 years old. My uncle was playing. That's who got me into starting playing. So he played at Iowa University.
Okay.
He was an All-American. That's who inspired me to play. So I played all through middle school, high school. I started out being a running back first, so I wasn't a wide receiver. Then I made the switch over to wide receiver, and then from there, it was all gold because I like being a playmaker, changing a big impact on the game.
So now, are you an outside guy or are you
Outside
You're an outside. So okay. Yeah. So there's a gentleman that I spoke to a couple days ago. He's a running back, and he said, "Eric, I'm a one-cut guy, north and south. All it takes is one cut, and I'm going to the house." Talk to me about you. What do you do to shake up defenders in order to be able to go up and get the rock and take one to the house for 6?
I'm more of a one-cut guy too, so I'm very explosive, and I like using my size and my strength and my ability to get up in the air and to high point the balls. So I'm big. Millersville used me big in the red zone.
Okay.
So I'm real high point the ball, big guy, throw it up, use my height, my size.
So the question that I'm asking everybody is simply this. I understand you were here for your shot and opportunity, and you can't pick which team you could go to. But if you could pick an NFL team to play for, which team would it be and why?
I wouldn't have any option. Just need a opportunity.
No. Sorry, no.
But
I don't do politically correct answers here.
But my favorite team is the New York Giants, so that's who I would like to play for.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Go play for Joe Judge, man. Get out there, do your thing, handle your business. Because honestly, let's be real here. If the Giants called you, you'll be on the first thing smoking, and there'd be that little extra each and every time you step on that field in East Rutherford, New Jersey, that you knew this is where I was meant to be. Yeah. This is where I belong, and now I'm on the team that I want to play for. Man, go get that. That's what I'm talking about, man. Do me a favor, please. Remind the people who you are.
Javon Newworlds, wide receiver, played at Millersville University.
Appreciate you, man. Much love. Look forward to seeing you out there tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Stay blessed. Handle your business, man.
You too.
See, I tell you, I don't do that. And I know you can't. I understand it. I do. Trust me. You want your shot. You want your opportunity. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. But, man, you got to chase what you want in order to get it. That's one of the things that is so great about this event is the fact that these young men have that. They have that shot. That's why I ask them. I don't want the politically correct answer. I want to know, tell me where you want to go play because you never know what may happen. You can go out there tomorrow and have probably one of the greatest reels ever. And then it gets sent to your team. And what they take a flyer on you? What's they going to tell you? No? Okay, there's 31 other teams out there. And if the NFL don't work, there's the CFL. And if the CFL don't work, there's NFL Europe. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to chase that. Let me get another young man in here tonight and talk to him. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you?
Doing well.
Do me a favor, please. Introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Andre Jackson from Hampton University. I played tight end at Hampton for about 3 years. And finishing up school right now virtually. So it's exciting to be here at the National Scouting Combine and to have this opportunity to play.
So wide receiver, correct?
Tight end, actually.
Tight end. Okay, fair enough. So talk to me about your love of the game. Where'd it come from?
My love of the game just came from Pee Wee sports. I lost my dad at a young age, but he always told my mom to keep me in sports and keep me in football. And ever since I've been playing Pee Wee, I fell in love with the game. I love how physical it is. And it's really an art, you know. It's a way to express yourself as a man, and that's why I love it.
Talk to me about the tight end position. Why the tight end position?
The tight end position, it took me a while to get there. I was a little bit of a chubby kid in my younger days playing, but as I grew more and more in height, and I actually went to a fast camp, lost a lot of weight, shot up in ninth grade about 3 inches, and I was like, I want to take a more athletic route, more athletic position. So the combination of playing on the D line early in my career to transition into more athletic positions, it's a great mashup, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question that I'm asking everybody, sir, and thank you so much for your time here tonight. I know you can't pick which team you could go to in the NFL, but if you could, what team would you want to play for? And more importantly, why?
Definitely the Cowboys.
Not another one. Damn,
yeah, Cowboys fan, man.
Oh,
you're right here, man.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
Number one, it's America's team.
No, it's not. No, it's not. New England's America's team.
Oh, no.
Yes, it is. They got 6 rings in 2 decades. Dallas ain't got nothing since 1990, whatever. No, but
see, Dallas is about the organization, man, and I think wearing those stars, the guys that get the opportunity to wear them, they wear them with pride, and that's a beautiful thing to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can't argue the man for what he said. I can't. But anybody who knows me and knows this show clearly understands that I am not, never will be a Dallas Cowboy fan. But you know what? I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
If that shot and that opportunity comes your way and you get the chance to play for that team down there in the South, here's the thing. I'd be happy for you.
Yes, sir.
Because you'd be living your dream.
Mm-hmm.
And that supersedes anything. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate that. But I'm just like, there are 31 other teams that you might want to consider.
Oh, yeah. I've thought about a couple other teams, too.
But listen, if that's your team, that's your team, man. Much respect. Do me a favor, please. Remind the people who you are, sir.
You guys, I'm Andre Jackson from Hampton University, represent HBCUs. And this has been a great opportunity, hoping to perform well tomorrow. And y'all see more of me.
I'm excited for you, sir. Thank you so much, man. Stay blessed. I'll talk to you really soon.
Sir.
Hey, National Scouting Combine, your man Eric Wilson. I'm going to take a real quick break. Be back in just a few moments. Welcome back to the Sports Arena here live on the NS Combine on Twitch TV, on YouTube, and also on my own personal Facebook page. Day 3 of the National Scouting Combine, exclusive testing event for aspiring pro athletes. One of these young men I have the pleasure of speaking with right now. Do me a favor, sir. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, everybody. Scott Brantley, Charlotte, North Carolina. Currently, I play receiver and currently still play arena football for the Charlotte Thunder. Go Thunder.
Okay. So, talk to me about your love of the game, sir. Where exactly did that come from?
To be honest, my stepdaddy. I was a basketball player, and I think it was probably about the age of 5. And I know my stepdad said something about it. He was like talking about football, and then I went out for it, and I've been playing it ever since, and put down a basketball actually for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, wide receiver. Why? What about that position, sir?
So I started out as a lineman. I played line all the way till my 10th grade year of high school. True story. First JV game, played JV, my first receiver game. Actually had a game-winning touchdown, and it was just like pitch and catch. I mean, who doesn't want to catch a ball and run from people?
Very true. Very true. So let me ask you the question that I am asking everybody. You can't pick which team that you can go play for. You are here for your shot. You are here for your opportunity. But if you could pick a team to go play for, which team would it be and why?
Man, well, I'm a Patriot fan.
Okay.
So yeah, Tom Brady, Deion Branch, they were really first sparked my eye in the football. Really seeing them at the Super Bowl with the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess with that being said, if I had my choice, I would go with hometown team and play for the Carolina Panthers.
Wow. All right. Speaking of Carolina, so I had to give a special shout out. It is Tuesday night. My boys from the Say What Say It Again Sports Talk Show. Much love to y'all. Thank you very much for the gift and the hat. Actually, I'm gonna have this young man, Mr. Brantley, reach out to y'all because that's what's up. He wants to stay in Charlotte, so we might as well hook up with some North Kakalaki boys. But Mr. Brantley, thank you so much for joining me, sir. Do me a favor, please remind the people who you are.
Scott Brantley, SCOTTBRANTLEY. Listen out for me. Go Thunder.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate you. Look forward to seeing what you do out there tomorrow. Best of luck to you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's going to be one of them days tomorrow. And I know it. I know it so much because when the quarterbacks and the wide receivers and the tight ends come out here, man, they come out here to perform. No disrespect to the other guys that I've seen this week, but what they do is just something exceptional. This brother that I'm bringing on right now, I have to say, he is one of the reasons that I am partly IG famous. Let me tell you a little story. So I did an interview with this young man. Come on, Curtis, sit down, man. They already know who you are. So Curtis and I, the brother wanted to be seen. I put him on. We did an interview together. He took time out of his training regimen to get on and do the show with me. In 24 hours, that man turned a single interview to over 750 views. I actually had to call Jimmy of Beyond Sports. I was like, Jimmy, Curtis Coulard. I'm like, Colored. No, yeah.
Coolard. Yeah.
I'm still bad with it. I'm sorry. But I was like, Jimmy, he turned this video into, I was like, 750 views? And 20, I'm like, I need to get on Curtis's level, man. Brother, welcome back, man. I mean, well, back for the first time, really, because this is our second time talking, but you are just here. You're a wide receiver. You love the limelight. Curtis, talk to me, though. You know all these boys out here, all these wide receivers. You're going to be in a group tomorrow. Why are you going to be the standout guy that coaches and scouts and people are going to want to talk to after this event's over?
Because I'm an all-around receiver. I get open. I know how to get open. I know how to work with the DB. I mean, the receivers, I think it's 70% mental, 30% physical.
Okay.
Right. I mean, right off the line, you have to look. You have to look at the coverage. You have to look at the safeties, linebackers, corners, figure out what you're going to do. And then if you go to that first move, the corner jumps it, you have to figure out the plan B and the plan C off that. So it's not just you go up there, okay, I'm going to do this, and you do it. You go up there, okay, I'm going to do this. If that doesn't work, I got to do this. If that doesn't work, I got to do this, and so on and so forth.
Right.
So there's so much that goes into it mentally before the ball's even snapped. And then all that restarts the next play. And I think I got that down. I got the mental part of it down.
Okay. So, listen, I don't watch the tape, brother. I know what you're capable of, and I'm excited to see you out there tomorrow. But I have to ask, and it's very rare that I ask this question of an athlete because I don't want anything to get in their head. I want them to stay focused, stay dialed in. but I just got to know, man. Give me a 40 time tomorrow.
Well, see, okay, so to me, the 40 maybe just because I'm not that fast, but to me the 40 isn't football. Yes, it shows your straight line speed, it shows how fast you can get off the blocks, but to me, in my game personally, my game is all about finesse within the route and route speed. Right. So you're not running a 40-yard route to me. So to get back to your question, 40 time, I'm gonna go around 4. I'm gonna be honest, around 4.6.
Okay.
Something like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I
won't gas myself up and say,
right.
I'm gonna run a 4.4, but
right.
4.6, you know.
Right.
But to me, speed in my game personally, speed isn't it.
So let's peel back that layer then.
Mm-hmm.
Since speed is not your game, when you are lined up against a corner or a safety, what take me through a play. Take me through. I'm the corner, okay, and they tell me, or I'm the safety, and they tell me you got Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna beat me?
Give me a route.
So let's just say you gonna run an inside slant.
Okay.
All right. We at the 30. You got to get to the 45 because your team done pushed you back 5 yards.
Mm-hmm.
The game plan is to go to you. They want you to run an inside slant. Now, I'm the guy covering you. Now I know you gonna go one or two ways. You either gonna try and go that out route, or you gonna bust one in and try and get that first down for the 15 yards. How you gonna beat me?
Is he press?
No.
He's off?
I'm playing you man. I'm playing you straight up.
A 5-yard slant?
Yeah.
Okay. He's at what, 10? Let's say he's off at 7.
I'll be off between 7 and 10. I'll be off. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so right off the ball, right? So I got my outside foot back. Right off the ball, I'm bursting. I'm taking a slight stem outside to get him to think that I'm going out. Your first 3 steps of every single route has to be the fastest steps that you can run. You got to burst to make him think. The whole point of getting open in a route is getting the corner to turn his hips the way you want him to. So if I got an inside breaking route, I'm going to stem a little bit to the outside. Depending, if I stem a little bit to the outside, I'm not going to throw my rocker step. I'll throw a regular stick so that I get him to turn his hips, called shock step. You throw that one, he get him to turn his hips. He's like, oh shit, he's going outside. He turns, boom, bust right back in. It's all about getting to his blind spot. Get him to turn his hips the way that you want him to turn, not the way he wants to turn. So every corner on every play, they have a spot where they're like, okay, I don't want the receiver going here. And sometimes you can tell. If they're outside shade, they don't want you going outside. Right? They want to funnel you in.
Right.
So if he's outside shade, what am I going to do? I'm going to press outside. I'm going to attack that cushion because if I'm going inside, that's even better for me. So I'll attack that and he'll widen out and then boom, that's even more room to the inside I got. If he's inside shade, okay, I'm going to attack that. I'm going to jump off the line, do a little hop step inside, get him to turn his hips and say, oh shit, he's going to go inside to back up, bust it out, do my rocker step, get him inside.
Mic drop, people. Understand that this brother, like he said, is 70% mental, 30% physical. He gets corners and safeties to play his game, not their game. Curtis, man, I'm so excited to see what you do tomorrow, man.
Thank you.
I am looking forward to it, man. Thank you so much. Boy, this brother's good. He's dropping knowledge, people. National Scouting Combine. Not only is he athletic, but he's got the mental prowess and know and understand the game. Let me get another young man in here so I can have a conversation with him. Just talk to him about what's going on, man. How are you, sir?
Great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Appreciate your time, my brother. Do me a favor, please.
Yes,
as you sit down, introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, people? I'm Hunter Flugel. I'm from New Bedford, Massachusetts, and I actually went to school at Southern Connecticut State University.
In what position?
I played receiver there for
wide
4
receiver.
years.
Okay. So, Hunter, talk to me about your love of the game, friend. Well, where did it come from?
So, from a child, for sure. I grew up playing Pop Warner football, and much before that, I was always on the street playing football with my dad, my brother, everyone in the neighborhood. It's just been in my family and my blood forever, pretty much.
So what made you want to be a wide receiver?
Receiver, I had a late love for it.
Okay.
I didn't play receiver actually till my senior year of high school. And then when I found out about that position, really started learning that position, I realized it was much more than just your athletic ability as far as like strength, speed. It was a lot more about your knowledge of the game and like your ability to kind of use what you have to the defenders, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. Yeah. It makes perfect sense. So the question, Hunter, that I'm asking everybody is simply this, sir. You can't pick which team that you go play for. You're not in there. You're not there yet. Okay. So, but I know there's a team that if they were on the phone and offered you an opportunity, you'd be on the first dang smoker.
Yep.
Which team would that be? And more importantly, why that team?
Oh, well, back to the kind of the reason what I just said. New England Patriots.
Okay.
I'm a Massachusetts kid, and kind of like the reason why I fell in love with the game was because my family and my dad, and we grew up watching every single New England Patriots game. And my dad would go on and on and on talking about the history of when the Patriots were bad, but he was sticking with them. So it would mean the world to my family for sure. And there was no way I could not just spend my dream team forever.
Fair enough. Do me a favor, please.
Yes, sir.
Let the people know who you are.
I'm Hunter Flugel. Hunter Flugel from New Bedford, Massachusetts.
Wide receiver.
Yes, sir.
Excited to see what you do tomorrow, my friend. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for joining me. So that's it. I mean, we've got these guys here tonight, and they are just about their business. They understand what lay before them, the opportunity, the expectation. But even more so than that, they have the knowledge to be successful at this game that they love so much. Let me reintroduce another man that I've had on the show earlier. Had a chance to talk to him, Mr. Justin Prosniak.
How you doing?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So for those who don't know, please let them know who you are.
My name is Justin Prosniak from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Play slot receiver. Wisconsin Whitewater alum.
So listen, we talked already, and I know you love the game and why the position. But let's talk about tomorrow. You have an opportunity to showcase your talent and your ability in front of scouts, in front of people who are, what they do has the shield as their backing. What they do, who they work for, the connections they have could potentially elevate you, sir, to that next level. What would it mean for you, sir, after tomorrow, after your highlight reel, to know that you could be one of those gentlemen who could be maybe on the fast track to being on that practice squad that Coach Blackwell talked about, or having that opportunity to play actually maybe for an NFL team?
All glory goes to God.
Right.
I'm just thankful to be here. I'm thankful to, for the National Scouting Combine, for the, invite. And it's really all God. I wouldn't be here, without my family, without my Lord and Savior. So I'm excited. It's really just about competing with myself.
Okay.
Just going to, have fun, just playing football. So
I mean, you being a wide receiver, a slot receiver at that, sir, what's one thing that separates you from the rest?
one thing I would say separates me is um, honestly just wanting to understand the game, to study the game, not just play the game.
Okay.
A lot of my free time right now is spent, learning coverages, looking at different coverages, adjustments, things like that, just to excel and make it so that I'm not having to think at all. You can't think and play at the same time. You just want to react, and so that's something I've been doing more in my free time, just to up my IQ and try to elevate my game.
Wow. All right. So do me a favor, because I know where you're from, but I don't think the team, when I asked you this question, was the same. But please remind me, which team would you want to go play for if you could play for them, and more importantly, why?
Hometown was green and gold. So if I was able to put on a Packers uniform, represent the Packers organization, I love to play for the Packers. Um, you know, but wherever I get the opportunity, I know they're gonna get somebody that works hard. They're gonna get 100% from me, and they're gonna get somebody that's ready to play.
All right. Do me a favor, please, sir. Remind the people who you are.
My name is Justin Prosniak. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
I look forward to seeing what you do out there tomorrow, man.
Thank you. And you've been doing a phenomenal job covering the live broadcast.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, sir. Listen, when you do what you love, it's never work.
It's never work.
Never work at all. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
No worries. I'm going to see you out there tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir.
Stay blessed.
Thank you. You too.
It's a beautiful thing, man, when you watch these young men come in here knowing that, they put it all on the line out there at the National Scouting Combine. Let me get another young man in here. I actually saw him do a little bit of work today, but he's actually going to go out there and showcase his talents more so tomorrow. Good evening, sir. Do me a favor, please. Would you introduce yourself to the people?
My name is Justin Edmondson. I'm from Hornlake, Mississippi. I play wide receiver. And I'm here to show my talents to the world.
All right, so talk to me about your love of the game, sir. Where did it come from?
It came since I was a kid. I've been playing since I was a kid. It just carried on since now that I'm grown.
Why the wide receiver position?
Because of my height and my speed.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Yeah, you can't teach 6'4" people. You really can't. You can try, but you can't teach 6'4". So if you could pick an NFL team to go to, which team would you want to go play for? More importantly, why?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Why Tampa Bay?
Because they're champs.
That's it, just because they're champs. I mean, they got Tom Brady, they got a whole host of
I like
others.
Tom Brady too. I like Tom Brady.
But let me ask you a question. I see you a wide receiver, okay? Now, how you going to be able to get on the field when you got Mike Evans, they just franchise tag Chris Godwin, they got the young kid Scotty Miller, they got Antonio Brown. Where are you going to fit into this mix, sir?
You gotta give them a break. They need a break sometime.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Fair enough. I'm excited to see what he does tomorrow. Do me a favor, please. Remind the people who you are.
Justin Edmond.
Justin Edmond, wide receiver out of Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Gotcha.
I appreciate it. I want to see what you do tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir.
Listen, you can't teach 6'4". You can try, like I said, but it don't work. But the man Eric Wilson here in the Sportsman. We'll be right back here with you guys in just a few moments, all right?
Connecting your brain and body with interactive games and tests. Why is there no physical activity in today's health physical? Trazer is an holistic technology used to rehabilitate, prevent falls, and improve sport performance. Trazer reports provide you, your clinician, your physical therapist, or athletic trainer objective data to make decisions on your health and performance over time. Measure what matters to change your game. Take the Trazer Challenge. Confidence, growth, connected by Trazer.
Generations Physical Therapy has been the Tri-State's leader in physical therapy services for over 20 years. And now we have a convenient location right in the heart of the capital city of Charleston, just off I-64. With convenient parking and flexible hours, your access to physical therapy is second to none. Plus, Snap Fitness is also in sight with 2 floors of gym equipment and sports enhancement training through A-Game Sports Performance. So whether you're needing hands-on physical therapy or looking to get results in our gym, our family's ready to help yours. Generations Physical Therapy and Snap Fitness. Multiple services, multiple locations. Experience you can count on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Your man Eric Wilson here for the Sports Arena at the NS Combine 2021, Indianapolis, Indiana. Doing tomorrow will be the quarterbacks, tight ends, wide receivers who will be performing. And like I said, as always, it's exclusive testing for these aspiring pro athletes. One of those gentlemen I have right here. Sir, would you do me a favor? Please introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Matthew Gilchrist. I play wide receiver, and I went to high school at Fish High School in Austintown, Ohio.
Okay. So talk to me about your love of the game, sir. Where'd it come from?
Honestly, I've been playing football since I was little. I never got a chance to actually play for any teams or organizations until I got to high school.
Okay.
And I honestly didn't fall into football fully until after I graduated.
So why the wide receiver position?
I don't know. It's something that came natural to me.
Okay.
I've always been able to catch the ball
right.
in different ways, one-handed, and something I came accustomed to.
All right. So the question that I'm asking all the athletes, and I appreciate you joining me here tonight, you can't pick which NFL team you go to. But if you got your shot to pick a team, which team would you want to go play for? And more importantly, why that particular team?
I would probably have to say the Browns right now.
Okay. So why Cleveland?
Two of my favorite receivers are there.
Odell and Jarvis?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching them since high school.
Right.
I actually was watching Odell since high school. I didn't start watching Jarvis until LSU. But I would love to go learn under them.
Okay. Fair enough. Do me a favor, please. Remind the people who you are.
My name is Matthew Gilchrist, and I'm wide receiver. I just can't wait to make it, see how far I go.
Look forward to seeing you out there tomorrow, man.
Thank you, sir.
Best of luck. Thank you so much. Make sure you check this man out. Him and the rest of the crew are going to be out there tomorrow at the National Scouting Combine doing their thing, man. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm going to get another young man in here tonight to talk to him for just a moment. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Unbelievable. All walks of life. They all got that hunger. They got, in my opinion, they got the 3 H's. They got that hunger. They got that heart. But most importantly, they humble. And that's a big thing. That's a big thing. I'm going to get another young man in here really quick and talk to him about this. See him about what he is most excited about when it comes to being on this level and not only having this opportunity. And just as a reminder, folks, it is day 3 of the National Scouting Combine. Quarterbacks, tight ends, wide receivers, they're going to be joining us, Grand Park Event Center. Stay tuned, nationalscoutingcombine.com. We're going to be on Twitch. We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on Periscope. So let me go ahead and get this. I appreciate you joining me here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. And I saw you talking out there. I was like, I have to get in touch with you and have a conversation.
I appreciate that. Do me a favor, please. Introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Amon Sherling. I'm originally from Las Vegas, Nevada, but living in Providence, Rhode Island for the past 10 years.
Ooh, okay. So talk to me about your love of the game. Where did that come from?
I think the love of the game stemmed from my older brother. He taught me the work ethic, putting in that time of getting better and, just instilling those things in me at a young age. And it just carried on through everything I've done in life, no matter what the trials or tribulations have been, just continue to push forward and always find a way to be better.
All right. So Las Vegas to Rhode Island, that might be a little bit of a change for some people.
Yeah, it was definitely a big environmental change.
Yeah.
You could say going from 102 to snowstorms. Definitely wasn't prepared for it, especially moving out there. Showing up in shorts and flip flops, and next day it's freezing cold with snow on the ground. You don't know what to expect, but.
It's like, is there a Target or Walmart nearby? I can get some clothes.
Yeah, I need to go to the mall or something, give me a bubble coat or something.
Yes. So why, could you say wide receiver?
Tight end.
Tight end, okay. So why the tight end position? What about that position speaks to you?
I don't know. I've grown up playing offensive tackle my whole life, and I've just made the transition to tight end about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
I guess I didn't want to be that big anymore. I was pushing like 300 pounds, and I was like, this isn't it for me. So I, just changed my diet, put the work in, and cut the weight. I was always athletic,
right?
So it kind of just made sense to make that transition for me. Always had good hands, always had solid feet. So I mean, I guess the only thing to do is to cut the weight and see what happens. But what really speaks to me is, I mean, I guess it's the being in the trenches, but you can also, go out and run your routes. And like the gentleman said earlier, if the coach looks at you and asks you, hey, I need you to go and get this in, we're 5 yards out, we're looking at you. I want to be that type of person that can do that for any organization.
When your number's called, it's time to show up.
Yes,
So
sir.
the question that I'm asking everybody, sir, is simply this. And please, I don't want the politically correct answer.
Okay.
If there is a team out there that you would want to go play for, you want calling your phone and saying to you, we've seen your tape. We've seen what you're capable of doing. We like you. We want to give you an opportunity. Which team do you want calling you? And more importantly, why?
I would say the New England Patriots. I want to represent the hometown. I want the people that are around me to support, and I want to be able to put on for Providence, Rhode Island, and say, look, no matter being the smallest state, the biggest state in the world, you can come out of any situation and come out on top. And I feel like, being with the New England Patriots and that system, that organization, I feel like it would be a good fit for me.
Fair enough. Do me a favor, please. Remind the people who you are, sir.
My name's Ammon Sherling. From Providence, Rhode Island.
Tight end, man.
Tight end.
I look
6'5".
Yeah, you can't teach 6'5".
You can't.
You can't teach 6'5". Brother, I'm excited to see what you do out there tomorrow,
Thank you, man. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it. That's what I'm talking about, man. Again, these athletes come out here and they're not sleeping on this chance. They're not sleeping on this opportunity. They realize what labor is for them, and it's so great to see them. I think that's going to be doing it for your man, Eric Wilson, tonight. I'm excited to get out there tomorrow. And as I told the young group of athletes out there, 2 years ago, I ran the 40 just to see what my time would be. Last year I did it, in part to help St. Jude's. This year, let's see what another year older. Let's see if my feet will hold me up. My goal is 5'4". Let's see if I get it. But your man, Eric Wilson, Sports Arena. Yo, everyone have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Peace.